as the UFC 308 is approaching, guys, the real story of that UFC 308 has been Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway. I mean, that's a banger fight. That should be the fight of the night. I mean, everybody is looking forward to it. And mind you, those two are having big time back blood. Like bad blood between two of them are massive. The recent FaceTime, the comments. I mean, kudos to Ilia Topuria, man. Look at the people chasing him. I mean, there's Conor chasing him, there's Belal chasing him, Max Holloway, Alex Volkanovski. Almost everybody is almost against him. Now he's even tackling Islam Makhachev. So if I am in an Ilia Topuria, man, I'll be happy. And people are tackling him because it's not because he's an easy opponent. I mean, the guy is worthy champion. He has done great thing. He has done great thing for himself. The way he defeated Alex Volkanovski was in a great fashion. It was amazing. But I'm not going to go into the team of Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway. I mean, people now when you talk of UFC 308 coming up in 1 week time, people are talking about Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, which is rightfully so because that's the main event and an exciting fight with the bad blood being behind it. But guys, many people are forgetting that there is a massive fight before that fight, which is for me, my own main event. I just hope these two fighters make it. I hope these two fighters make it because last time they tried to face themselves, somebody was out and we have been trying to watch this fight. Robert Whittaker and Khamzat Chimaev for me should be the fight of my main event. Should be the main event of that UFC 308. Because this fight will be super bloody. This fight will be banger from 1 to 25 minutes. And the exciting thing is, guys, most of these guys are forgetting that Khamzat Chimaev, the first time he fought for 25 minutes, he was almost knocked out. No, I think Khamzat Chimaev haven't fought for 25 minutes. He only fought for 3 rounds, which is 15 minutes. So this round is 25 minutes. And if you remind you, well, Robert Whittaker is a championship fighter. He has been up in that division for a long time. He's one of the best, if not the best, that have ever done it in that division in the UFC. I mean, he's an Hall of Famer and he's still very young. So people are forgetting the fact that Khamzat Chimaev and Robert Whittaker is a big card, is a card that this could easily be a main event. But it's been overshadowed by the bad blood between Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria, which I understand because that's the main event of 308. But most of the people are neglecting that there's a massive co-main event. I mean, these two guys are absolute star. These two guys, they're going to give it their all. Most especially, I'm looking forward to that first 2 rounds. How will Whittaker be able to cope with the pressure of Khamzat Chimaev? Because if Whittaker can survive that first 2 rounds, it will be a long night for Khamzat Chimaev. Because the intensity, the pressure Khamzat Chimaev brings whenever he fights is second to none. Look at what he did to Kamaru Usman. Well, Kamaru Usman is not a middleweight. But what Kamaru Usman showed there is like a championship heart because there's nobody, most people who could face Khamzat Chimaev with that kind of pressure, most of them have lost. But mind you, guys, this next opponent of Khamzat Chimaev, which is Robert Whittaker, is the most dangerous opponent Khamzat Chimaev will ever face up to date. Because Robert Whittaker is not a joke. He is the former middleweight champion. Just beating almost everybody apart from Adesanya, which is rightfully so, I understand. Because Adesanya too, when he was in his prime, he was unbeatable. So you all are kind of forgetting the fact that, yes, there's a massive fight going on before the main event, which is Robert Whittaker against Khamzat Chimaev. This fight, I'm really looking forward to it. So Whittaker came out the other day and said he's going to bury Chimaev. And Chimaev came out the other time and said he's going to knock out Whittaker in the first 2 rounds. So what are you not excited for? I am looking forward to, yes, I'm excited there is a Max Holloway Ilia Topuria fight. But I am more excited for Khamzat Chimaev and Robert Whittaker. I mean, 2 of them are if anyone who wins now is going to be the #1 contender for the middleweight title. That is going to take place after Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland, the second fight, which that I'm also looking forward to that fight. But I think this one, Khamzat Chimaev and Robert Whittaker, is easily a main event. This could easily be for the middleweight title because these two people are killers. So what do you think about the statement of Robert Whittaker? I mean, if you look at Robert Whittaker, his fight, I think there's nobody at the moment in that middleweight apart from Israel Adesanya that has more resume than Robert Whittaker. Even Robert Whittaker has been in a long time in the UFC than Israel Adesanya. That's a legend you're seeing there. A young legend who has done it all. He has fought in welterweight. He has been a champion in middleweight. He has given us one of the best fights in the history. He has defeated Paulo Costa. He has defeated Joel Romero, which I think Khamzat Chimaev will have a tough time facing. I mean, who in this world will forget about Joel Romero? But Robert Whittaker finished him. Robert Whittaker has beaten almost everybody in that middleweight. Almost everybody, apart from Dricus du Plessis and the last Thai-bender. And you guys are coming out to tell me that it's going to be an easy fight for Khamzat Chimaev? I don't think so. Which makes this fight interesting because Khamzat Chimaev, on the other hand, hasn't lost a fight. This guy is hungry. He's a wolf for a reason. I kill everybody. I come, I finish everybody. That is why people love him. And he's been doing that. He hasn't lost a fight. So this is a banger. For me, this is a main event. And the good thing is this. We have never seen Khamzat Chimaev fighting 25 minutes, which is 5 rounds. So I'm excited, also excited. Not just the fact that how Robert Whittaker is going to control himself for the first 2 rounds, but how Khamzat Chimaev is going to cope when the first 3 rounds he couldn't be able to put Whittaker away, because that 4th and 5th round is where Robert Whittaker thrived. And I have seen Khamzat Chimaev get tired in the 3rd round. So can he be able to cope for 25 minutes? That I am super excited for. Because Robert Whittaker came out and said he's going to bury him. How he's going to do it, I am excited to know. I also want to know your opinion. I also want to know who you think is going to be the favorite for this fight. Who you think is going to win in this fight. As the two UFC 308 coming up, because people are mostly talking about Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria, because yes, that's the main event, and that's the card. That's the fight UFC want to sell as the main event. Y'all are forgetting that there's a massive, massive fight in the co-main event. Because these two people, they're going to leave it out there. And remember, it is Abu Dhabi. Of course, Robert Whittaker will be booed because that is Khamzat Chimaev's second home. But that won't play a part because when the two people are locked in the cage, it is another ball game. Remember what happened in Abu Dhabi when last Robert Whittaker went to Abu Dhabi, finished that guy in first round. A guy who has never lost, who have been on 8 winning streak, and all by submission. So don't count Robert Whittaker out. When he said he's going to come there and bury him, watch out. Because that fight is going to be bloody and that fight is going to deliver. Let me know what you think about the fight. Let me know what you think about the video and let me know who you think is going to come out victorious in the co-main event. Until next time, guys. Peace.